lot of experience. So if there's any sort of silver lining for that, it means that he's going to be able to get up onto this level 3 and really start to put a lot of the extra pressure in onto these melee cores.
When are we expecting Xinkyu to even start to actually top lane Kaka? There we go, first blood. Ghost able to snipe it from downtown. XXS trying to do whatever he can to put some damage back in a Ghost, but it's not going to be enough to avenge the Lion. So
see the extra value come out of the null tallies.
I know he's not master tier on this hero, but I do think back in the day when he had his kind of longer performance on CDC, I think the OD was one of his best heroes, and we're going to see him be able to snipe a kill. Even Xinkyu's going to try and come in the neighborhood just in case to pump in some damage. He will be forced to use the Sanities, which is definitely would have hoped to get the kill without it. Wonder if he tries to go for some mail now. What's he going to consider on XM? 3 points in Astral can potentially set up for Xinkyu. He's not close enough to get the roll, but it will set up for DY's blast off. And Kaka is going to have to watch on the side and idly do nothing. They'll even TP the Phoenix, but that too will not stop Xtreme Gaming as DY rewarded with the double kill. And XM loving life with the start that he's been able to get on the Outward Devourer.
Yeah, not really the heroes that you expect to think of.
What do you think Xtreme can do to try and pressure these stacks? Because we spoke about in the draft that the experience is going to be a really vital thing for Aster supports, and losing both those Wisdom Rooms is going to hurt it. So it looks like maybe bringing all these members over, even Ghost as well. They might be able to get the kill, but they've got to be cautious again. I think that's Monet TPing him with the threat of the Chrono. If they group up, it's going to be on to 2 and XXS. He's outside of the bubble, so he can get the Chakram damage to secure the first kill. Nice. What a blast off, though. Stops him mid-dive. And now Ghost, he won't be able to turn it back around, though. XXS still proving to be a bit of a threat, but maybe with Xinkyu nearby. And even JT comes all the way down from the southern side of the map, as why not have a 10-man brawl 10 minutes into the game.
Either. So there we go. Use it to just yoink away a lot of those stacks. Really solid movements coming from Xtreme Gaming, and I would be surprised if it wasn't Xinkyu being the one to call a lot of this. I mean, Samael has been able to secure finally one of those power runes, but I mean, it's not going to be enough. You're hard to catch, but not if you put yourself in a vulnerable position like that.
And this could start to get real scary.
They're going to be able to do it just with these 3 heroes? I'm not sure.
I think with the mines, yeah.
Yeah, with the mines, I suppose.
But they're such a high level on the supports, dude. That's so crazy. XM's not going to hesitate with dropping the hammer. It's a pretty good egg over to the right side as well. They'll trade supports and get out. I think some of the bigger Ancients are still left standing, so at least Aster's going to be able to claim that.
But, I mean, it's a lot of gold that you ended up losing. And a lot.
Ghost, he is ridiculously farmed, and that was the person you were kind of highlighting to start the day as well. That Ghost has had some incredible showing so far. We're going to see them try and make the attempt onto XXS. Already used the chain. It's going to be up in a couple of seconds, but the damage that's been dealt, they can chase him down with the slows. And meanwhile, bottom lane as well, the action continuing to break out, but the Supernova's going to get used. Monet's got the Chrono to potentially turn it as well. With the Smail off for the outskirts, they've got the damage. That is a much needed combo of spells from Aster to get the double kill.
It is indeed. I mean, that's a lot of that sustained damage that I was talking about, and it's gone. I mean, Samael's going to do his best to try and push out this wave, but the range creep will die, so backdoor protection's still there. But Xinkyu, this is a deep dive. He wants to take out Kaka. He wants to slow down that Blink Dagger timing.
And ult Monet, they're actually going to jump in. It's a lot of damage with the help of Pichio. They'll be able to kill off the Outward Devourer. Can they get more valuable kills, though, as JT holds Monet down, and DY gets the extra control required. Ghost is not going to mess around as well. We'll push Samael and the Phoenix back to the high ground.
Dean Talent, he just gets the extra movement speed. Didn't actually go the astral cast range because the Ags did change. So I think now is go time for them.
Aster even going to start to bring their numbers down. Monet's not here with the team at the moment.
Look at that back.
Early use of the Supernova. It's a pretty good egg. They're not going to be able to address it to start the fight. Monet will finally show up. Chrono clipping onto 2. They're going to be able to deal with the dinosaur, but can they deal with Ghost afterwards? He repositions over to the right side, but Aster having all their ultimates on cooldown will not be able to fight with this second round. So Xinkyu and XM charge into the middle. They're going to be able to catch up to Monet. Have they got the stun control? Yes, they do. Xinkyu Q's perfect with the timing. As Xtreme, they find through. It does come at the cost of 2 of their own members, but the Ages stay alive. I know you're speaking about kind of the items, but really the experience is another big thing. But Xtreme, they don't want to stop. It's another super aggressive play from them. Like we've spoken a lot, cooldowns, it's going to be a pivotal thing whether they're up or not. And currently with Aster not having the Chrono or the Egg, means that Xtreme going to be able to get the kill onto Kaka, and this gives them firm control of the triangle, so they can cut top, they can cut mid. Might have it. Oh, nice roll. Shin Q kicks XXS back out of the tower. They will be able to drain all his damage, and meanwhile Ghost is going to pump it out. The Sunray unable to do enough to keep him alive. As Xtreme, one by one they go. That's all set up to that deep observer ward. They've got a butterfly now.
Primal too.
How do they start? Is JT the target? Monet's gonna run straight to DY. That'll kind of signal what's going on. Xtreme can play accordingly. It's not, the Razor's not the person you're going to be able to bring down at the start, especially with the Lotus Orb given over an early Supernova. Ghost is trying to turn, it's going to force Monet to have to drop the Chronosphere, and that's where XM can come into play. But the Astral protects him for the moment. Everything has been used from Aster. Can they still come out on top as XM? An aggressive jump into the middle. Monet's going to look to turn, but JT holds him down, slams him into the ground, but there's just no damage from Aster. XM has nothing to fear. A triple kill, and is going to look for the Ultra as well. JT snipes it, but they will be rewarded in the end. A 4-for-1 exchange is Xtreme.
See it. I saw the courier moving. Is Ghost going to be able to snipe it? Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well, that's not good.
They're going to try and take a fight, DY. Just Kaka's health just evaporates. XM's a little bit too late, but there's the Hex reveal. And there's the burst. No Chrono now to work with. And it's not going to be enough just with Peachio. I mean, he's been able to do a ridiculous amount of damage inside the fights, but it's all Xtreme, and they're going to look for the finishing blow. Nothing for them to worry about. They will force a buyback out of Monet. He's going to TP straight into the Hex. Monet, a dieback. And that'll be it. Xtreme, they can walk it down. And they're the G's. What a start, Xtreme. They'll take game 1, 30 minutes in.
I think this was just Xtreme Gaming outplaying them. I honestly, like, this was, I thought, even just that flat cannon enabling this pull to happen as well. Jai, one of the better heroes at being able to both contest the wave, contest heroes, as well as neutral camps. Is that rotation?
Early TPing from Kaka, yeah. Let's see how much danger XM's going to be, and it looks like quite a lot. First blood picked up. Sumail, he's going to be rewarded thanks to the rotation out of the Nature's Prophet, and this is something we were speaking about, Aster. And this lane that you would expect to be a little bit more Viper favored is not going to be the case now, with Sumail having levels to potentially rotate. So he's going to try and get the bounty, might even swing on over to JT, but he'll probably be a bit too late to get involved without the boots yet delivered. No boots. Bottom, Kaka as well. No, he's going to be the first, well, second death, I suppose. Technically first, I suppose, picked up for Xtreme.
It's going to be another kill probably coming out of Sumail. We'll see. Still a few seconds left.
Oh, well done. I don't know who. I imagine it was Sumail with the Quelling Blade that cut that only tree inside the river. That bushwhack could have potentially got him out. Very strong roaming duo now with the Ember and Peachio's Mirana. DY is not really the person they'd want. XM's back in the jungle. You already have a Ghost back deep inside the jungle as well. XM's pretty low too, only half health. Oh, they missed the chains. Not going to matter in the end though. They'll still get the kill. And this could start to get really out of control. I mean, again, like I'm just saying, this is a very different game. Sumail 2-0-2, already 3 deaths out of the Viper, who's supposed to be a strong laning hero. Sumail is going to go for it.
Yeah, why not?
Nothing to fear. Xinkyu tries to duck into the trees. It's a killing spree for Peachio. Even Ghost TP'd in.
All right. Sure. Maybe he feels like he needs to leave the lane with the primal split available on XXS now. Give a lot more of that farm over to DY as well.
Uh-oh, JT. Gonna be able to get some separation.
Nah, he's done.
The team, yeah, he's done without a doubt. There's no one that's gonna be able to roam and potentially TP in to protect him. So it looks like from what we saw previously was Xtreme really upping the tempo in game 1. Now it is Aster. feel like this... Do you agree that you think this T1 tower is going to be ever so important for Xtreme to defend? Like, I feel like
just
if you
to
lose
keep
this
control over their ancient camp, yeah.
Yeah, because if you lose it, they're just going to be able to do exactly this. Just get kills across the map. I mean, XXS swings down from nowhere as well. He's got the split if he wants to use it with the early vessel. JT is not going to feel tanky at all. And they're going to be able to chain this into a second kill. And now a lot of damage onto the tower.
They were really trying to commit heavily just so that you were able to pop the Supernova there, but you know, they just have way too much. Just next level awareness.
They smoked under the ward, but yeah, we'll
also
we'll
yes.
Sing praises. Well done, Shinkyu. Good job, good job. Mid lane, they'll go for XM. He poked out.
React to it, all right?
Well, you see a couple of heroes top, they're going to be able to get the kill. I mean, they tried to smoke him from Xtreme to get over on the map, but yeah, there was no hope of them to be able to get there fast enough. This game is, it's just getting out of control way too fast for Xtreme.
Even looking to push in this bottom side.
I'll get the first stun. Are they going to have the damage though? Oh, they do. Okay. A little bit surprised with how much damage they're able to output a quick succession onto Samel. They do have to use the egg. Man, I'm trying to...
He's just standing still. He can't do anything. He can't leave. Gyro's taking the ancient camp. JT's playing on the top side because he's a lot beefier with that Vanguard. He's got a lot more movement with the onslaught, and he's able to quickly, you know, slam out creep waves. Whereas, what's a Viper supposed to do? Xinkyu's doing his best to try and cut waves. It's really just to try and slow the game down a little bit. He ended up getting one, so at least they're not going to be hitting up onto the high ground just yet. But Aster, they're not looking to stop this tempo at all. They want to keep the movement forward. They want to try and find Ghost, and they will.
Oh, man. Samel and Picho this game. What a duo they have been. And if it's not them together, Kaka's even getting involved as well.
But if you're just searing changes...
Nice start. Are they going to have to check? Oh, arrow again from Picho. This time it's enough.
His positioning, it's always been his strong point.
And now they're going to wrap around. XXS finds a perfect angle. XM, he's just going to be forced to stand his ground. They've got the Supernova out to the left side, but Aster can play accordingly. They get the quick kill onto the Viper, and now they can even go back in. XXS still has plenty of time to work with the Primal Split. They've got the oh man, that's just everything is aligning. They're still going to make the attempt though. Ghost is going to try and show up. Let's see what the Gyrocopter is going to be able to do in regards to the damage. So try and chase down XXS, but it means Samel can snipe Shinkyu onto the backline. He's still got one more remnant to work with him. Like you said, the haste as well. Samel, nothing that he needs to fear. And now JT, well, he's got a lot he's got to worry about. Atos to stop the charge short. As Aster, all they lose, the only casualty is going to be Pichio's Mirana.
And farming for a little bit further. Like, you don't have Ghosts either.
Oh, they know. So. Well, what's going on top lane? XM needs the boys. Pretty decent dive in. The Sunrays, well, is it enough to help him heal up? It's not going to be the case. They'll get the kill. Oh, the Stone Gaze as well holds DY into place. We'll be able to force stuff back up at the high ground. A little bit awkward of a fight though, and the Supernova doesn't make it any easier. They can look to dance out to the right side as Aster. They're more than okay with this. You forced out all the abilities from DY. You're potentially going to get a buyback out shortly as well. It's very messy once again. Samel, what's he got to worry about? Another force to
not wanting to use any sorts of buybacks, still agonizingly close towards that Manta style for the Viper.
Oh, JT tries to charge to the shot, but XXS gonna have plenty of time to pop the split, and meanwhile now JT is isolated from the team. He's gonna try and get some backup now, but the last little bit of damage comes in from Samel. Meanwhile, XM as well tries to stand his ground, but he's gonna end up dying too. They've got a couple of buybacks to work with. That could be how they turn the fight. Ghost though tries to charge it, but the damage, it's just not there, man. They're so survivable. XXS with pipe and AC. He wants a high five, dude. He looks unkillable at this stage of the game. Maybe now with the Sunray, XXS still going to be cautious, but now with the rest of Aster will show back up. They killed off Ghost, and with him gone and not having a buyback, there will be zero damage that Aster have to worry about, and they're looking for the finishing blow as Samel dances in and out. He's playing with his food, and they will be rewarded with a dominating Game 2 performance.
This was just completely put in the bag off the back of the laning stage in my eyes, right? Like the
rely on Dispellers, but whenever the Batrider has kind of changed a little bit over time. I do still want to say I think there is even more value with the Earthshaker. Just long-range catch versus Spirit Heroes always feels nice, but we'll see with already potentially giving up First Blood. In fact, it's a guaranteed First Blood, as they're going to make sure they give it over to XXS, and Aster already get the ball rolling.
Yeah, as the exact start that they were wanting. I mean, XXS needs to be able to build up into that Blink Dagger first before they're able to make any of those sorts of plays. And even like the Omni Knight doesn't feel incredibly safe right now. Xingqiu, I mean, I wonder if he's saying kill the range creep. I think I saw that ping out there from Xingqiu. Oh, Ice Blast.
Oh, the Ice Blast. All right, now Xingqiu can get the second round of spells off. They're secure with the kill and the pure. Oh, so close to keeping him alive, but nonetheless, the damage has been dealt. And now Picho, oh, they're going to drop Arena for it. Maybe not keeping tabs of the leaps being on cooldown. Nonetheless, it guarantees the second kill and gives JT some bonus gold as well. He's not going to mess around straight to bottom because he wants to get ever so close.
JT's spellcasting going to be on point once
again. It's a hard kill. It's a hard kill. Let's see if they're going to be able to have the damage. Ice Blast connects with the Echo Slam as well. They have to use everything for the Ember, and they should be able to get him.
Surely.
One more right click, Samel is going to tick out, I think. All right, they got him.
The Ice Blast,
last second, man.
Oh, that would have been a disaster if they weren't able to pick that one off. They used everything to be able to take him down, and JT wants more. He's found Monet.
He's got a greater healing Lotus. Not too many one charges. Stone Gate's going to be activated. TPs are starting to come down from the boys on Aster. They'll be there in the nick of time to keep him alive as XM tries to play around with the Guardian Angel. Kaka can assassinate DY into the backline, and now with the pipe as well from XXS, the damage is going to be started to mitigate, but it's not going to matter in the end. As Xtreme, they've got the numbers advantage. He's back alive though, and he wants to try and turn the tides with the TP, and XM's in some danger. Xtreme, though, they're going to act as a bodyguard, just holding hands, helping to retreat as a team. Samel doesn't want to let him go for free, though. Arrow's going to fly from downtown. They should have the damage inside the stun lock. And yeah, JT recognizes there's nothing that he can do to keep him alive, so he's going to try and blink away and cut their losses at that.
A little bit of a nothing. They're going to go for a big wraparound onto XM.
And they're smoking, though, to move top on Xtreme. It's without the blink, though. 50 gold needed for the Earthshaker.
Bit of a pincer move.
They're going to make another attempt onto Monet. Beautiful spear placement from JT. Sets up for the Ice Blast and raiding. They'll be a little bit too late. Everything has to be used, so we'll see if they can still take the fight afterwards. As XXS lands the wall onto 3, and it's going to be disastrous for them, but Xtreme stands strong. It's not over just yet, as now Ghost gets involved, and Samel is out of remnants and soon to be out of health as well. The damage from XM tears him apart at Xtreme. They lose no one inside that fight.
The way that Picho is itemizing right now.
There's a bit of an opportunity for them down bottom. They got a really good ward mid at the remnants of the tower. That scouts out XM.
Look at Xingqiu's positioning.
They need to come down straight away from Xtreme if they want to take the fight. Xingqiu will reveal himself. Drops the Echo before the death, which sets up for the Ice Blast as well. It'll be a 1-for-1 exchange for the moment, but Xtreme do commit a couple of ultimates for that. It gives them time, though. Okay, yeah, that is true. I didn't see.
The vision battle, you've got JT, DY putting the Ice Vortex up there on the high ground. They're going to be able to spot it out as well, removing some of that advantage. Repels coming through.
Starts onto the juicer. XXS, what an opening! Back on a 4, but can they capitalize with the initiation? Samel's going to be able to deal with the AA. Xingqiu turns around with a big Echo Slam, and now it's up to Ghost to get into the middle. They're going to try and deal with Samel. A Remnant over the top, but Xingqiu's timing was perfect! What was that enchant totem? Earthshaker holds him down momentarily, and now
not just a Guardian Angel Dispeller. Roshan, where are you going? Get back. DY is not the main concern right now. Just got to focus on surviving. Free Aghanim Scepter would be amazing as well. Give that one a bit of
aggressive jump. Is that an opening? XM, he'll find his own. Brings down Picho with an instant buyback. Samel's going to try and turn as well into Xingqiu. Kaka's off the mark though with a lasso, giving an opportunity for Xtreme to play accordingly. Meanwhile, JT though, Arena put it solely onto Monet, who will be protected with a Stone Gaze.
He's gonna get the
It's a
cheese.
lot of damage onto JT, and he won't activate the cheese, but he's gonna buy back Mimo. Ghost turns to Stone, has got an opportunity to turn, he does, and look at Ghost go! One by one, they all crumble!
Oh, it's off the back of Xingqiu again, though. He just gets that chain control, 3-man stunts, back to back to back, and goes. What did we expect? There we go. Just stand on the front lines. The Deuce tries to attack into anyone else but you. It's just going to redirect towards you. You've got a heart, you've got a satanic, you've got an AC, you've got a BKB, you've got a cheese.
1-8's men is dropping. They want to turn early Stone Gaze, XM with a jump in as well. Oh my god, the damage! Peachio gets assassinated, now making a 3v5 for the last defense of the game.
Just let the boys do the work. Come on, soldier boys.
The boys will indeed. Xingqiu finds multiple, refreshes all the stuns, and puts him in the grave for the last time. You got a couple of buybacks, but it's not going to matter. They will pillage far too much of the base for Aster to be able to repair and come back in. Xtreme, one more blow.
He's focusing everything in onto JT, and it is
And they call it.
him. They call it for good reason at the end of the day. No question for MVP for mine. 4-1-16 on the JT Mars, bringing his team almost single-handedly.